Hey Katara, do the thing! Yeah, do the thing! Really? Again? Don't you guys ever get tired of it? Nope, it never gets old. Ah, jeez. Okay, let me just... Long ago, the four nations lived together in harmony. Then... Katara, look! A dude in the iceberg! Oh shoot, we gotta get him out of there! What? Oh, sorry, I was talking about this guy. Anywho, this crusty old geezer's name is Aang, and he's got like mad wind powers and shit. But he's also the avatar destined to save the world, and believe you me, the show will never let you forget that.
He's the Avatar.
He's the Avatar. He's the Avatar.
This is the Avatar.
He's the Avatar.
He's the Avatar.
I think that kid might be the Avatar.
This other kid with pink eye comes up ashore, and he's like, honor, 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 honor! And Aang is like, I'm sorry, I don't speak, little bitch. So dude flies off with socks and Katars, and they're like, bro, check it. All we gotta do is go to the North Pole, find Santa Claus, and have him fight the Fire Nation. What do you think? I love you, Katara. Thanks, Aang. So do I. So, the gang picks up their Nickelodeon-mandated animal sidekick that just finished picking off the bones of Aang's entire civilization. And I'm like, kid show? What kid show? Yeah, you see, what happened is that one day Aang went to the bathroom to deal with some constipation that came after eating a bad fruit pie, and it took him 100 years to push it all out. Bro then tries to repress the mind-crippling trauma that comes with being the lone survivor of an ethnic cleansing with a little R&R, but damn, the world just can't stop treating him like he's the Avatar or something. Like, he's got decrepit bodybuilders tearing up his ass, little girls macking on him by using words that no 8-year-old should know the meaning of, and I'm pretty sure he just gave this one dude rabies. In the meantime, Sakurino makes himself self-appointed leader since being born with foreskin apparently makes it his birthright. He spends about 2 episodes soliloquying his favorite Andrew Tate lines before these warrior chicks thoroughly humiliate him. Which, side note, this is a proven method for getting dudes to join the feminist wave. Don't ask me how I know this. So yeah, dude eats his respect women yogurt, which frankly is a character arc that should never ever be compromised. And he's like, Katara, sis, as someone who was once a former asshole, these dudes you've been pulling have got red flags written all over him. Just thought you should know. And she's like, no, I can fix them. Yeah, this little lady here is named Katara, and I know the fandom gives her a whole lot of flip for having a mama complex, but I will die on the hill that she is one of the most well-rounded girl characters of the last 2 decades. Cause like, she radiates this can't be bothered mom energy, but she can't quite commit to the role since, you know, she's 14. She's also got this whole hang-up about responsibility and shit, but she's not above stealing from pirates when it's to her immediate benefit. And despite her waterbending skills and personal value still being in its infancy, the one aspect of Katara where she exhibits mad game is her ability to land homeboys left and right. No, seriously, girl is pulling from every fucking nation, and this is all in book 1, which would be pretty impressive if she didn't fumble damn near all of them. But anyway, while the heroes are off recruiting the immortal powers of good old Saint Nick, they get tagged by the pink-eyed dude and his uncle, Iroh give a fuck. And honestly, this kid's situation is like super messed up. See, one day baby Zuko was giving his daily serving of Chick-fil-A nuggets until one day he was like, can I have White Castle instead? And as punishment for his transgression against the state, his dad infected him with a rare strand of conjunctivitis that can only be treated with the blood of an avatar. Or so the story goes. But we also got this motherfucker, Zhao, who like hates Zuko cause his first name also starts with a Z. Now, dude's got his own delusions of grandeur that also involve catching the Avatar, but Zuzu's like, honor, 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 and ends up saving Aang himself. And the little bald kid is like, dude, I know we're enemies by nature, and we're both kind of trapped by our own respective destinies in a way, so maybe one day we could like hang out? Maybe get some boba or something, you know? And Zuko's like, honor, 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 honor! Baka. Anywho, so the kids are back in the sky to resume their journey, and Sokka's like, look guys, it's the worst episode. What? Where? All I see is that man from the Southern Water Tribe. Oh no, I was talking about that giant Grand Canyon way over there. Oh okay, let's take that path instead. Yeah, so the reason they're in such a big rush is because of something called Sozin's Comet. See, the role of Avatar actually fell to a bunch of other folks who eventually dipped due to occupational hazards. The last dude, Avatar Roku, basically tells Aang to beat up the Fire Lord before the comet arrives so he can save the whole dang universe, to which the kid is like, okay, what's my starting rate? Your what? Yeah, I mean, this is a full-time job that involves a lot of social maneuvering. Surely stopping a dictator entitles me to some financial compensation, right? Well, I mean, sure, but what's money compared to the satisfaction of making the world a better place? I'm not getting paid shit, am I? Yeah, sorry, kid. Well, do you at least have some sagely advice or anything? Like, maybe how to rizz up girls, or... Oh, god damn it. Kyoshi, the kid's asking for ya! So, the gang makes a couple more pit stops to refill their pockets, and we're treated to some iconic moments of Aang barbecuing Katara, and some glider folks installing a bowling alley in the Taj Mahal. They eventually make it to the Great North, where Kris Kringle is like, "Oh, hello boys and girls, what would you like for Christmas this year?" We wish for the cultural reconstruction of the air nomads and the systemic removal of all corrupt government systems. Oh, sorry kids, but I don't have the magic to manifest political solutions out of thin air. But I do have something better. What's this? Why, it's my Patreon, of course. You may not know this, boys and girls, but I actually run the Toonstarters YouTube account where this video is posted from. Really? But then why do you need a Patreon? Don't you make enough money from the ad revenue? Well, unfortunately, ad revenue alone pays diddly squat, and old Santa's too much of a pussy to use sponsorships. That's why I highly recommend supporting me on Patreon to help fund my lifestyle. For just $10 a month, you can get access to my content 1 week early, behind the scenes previews for all my upcoming videos, your name in the end credits, and best of all, exclusive access to my collection of reaction videos and commentaries for all your favorite cartoons and anime. So the kids are happy to sign up at first, but then Santa calls Katara a ho 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 and they beat the shit out of him. In the meantime, Sokka is hitting up a freaking princess, and I kid you not, this is how their whole relationship goes down. Hi, I'm Sokka. Hi, I'm Yue. Also meanwhile, the Honorable Zuko fakes out his death so that the jouster will finally leave his ass alone. This gives him ample opportunity to hijack Aang, who's currently induced in a comatose state as he undergoes plastic facial surgery. When he wakes up, the kid is like, "Hey Zuko, you wanna grab some dinner or something? I heard there's a good surf and turf place a few miles back." Honor. So they head back, and wouldn't you know it, Zhaoi is ordering something too. Yeah, you see, dude took an express trip down to this restaurant because he heard that they serve the most delicious platter of fish and chips ever constructed. Tender white koi fish meat, golden brown panko coating, twice fried to perfection, and the most optimal amount of crinkle-cut fries, all finely sprinkled with a pink Himalayan salt blend. But he's not here out of any respect for seafood cuisine, no sir. This sideburn piece of shit intends to desecrate the very ethics of food critic journalism by eating the dish, spitting it out, posting an insincere review about it on Yelp, and thereby ultimately plunging the world into a sea of eternal black darkness. And the sick bastard manages it too, but then Aang enters the Avatar state and saves the world by killing him. Yeah, I don't care what that one scene in Korra says, this fucker is dead 10 times over, alright? Implied death can kiss my ass. Also, Yue is like, "Look, Sokka, it's nothing personal, okay? You're a nice, good-looking guy with a great personality, and your friendship means more to me than you could ever imagine. But the truth is, you could never be him." So girl cucks him for the moon, and our heroes live to see another day. And Katara is like, "Damn, dude, I guess the fate of the universe really does depend on 3 emotionally stunted children." And Aang is like, "I still love you romantically, Katara." And she's like, "Aw, thanks. I still like you platonically, Aang. Now and forever." Yeah, normally I'd talk about the new live-action Avatar adaptation that just came out, but seeing as how I'm recording this retroactively and I haven't actually seen it yet, I think I'll just mention a couple of predictions and see how badly I dropped the ball. 1. Sokka will at one point say, "Well, that just happened." 2. The air temple gliders will be portrayed a lot less sympathetically to make them more obvious assholes. And 3, the Last Airbender movie will actually have some elements that are better than the live action series, and the Discord of it all will finally send the Bird app into oblivion. Now, I will be reacting to the live action series, by the way, so feel free to watch the first episodes on my new Toon Starters React channel, as well as catching the full series reaction in my Patreon collection. Also, I must give a special shout out to Potaku for collaborating with me on the art for this video. Your creative sensibilities and your wicked sense of humor made you an absolute blast to work with. And as always, thanks for watching, finger that like button, pound that subscribe button, and until then, stay tuned.